Hello to all my Pisces people. Hey girl, hey. Welcome back. My name is Lara and I will be your guide for this month's reading in February 2017. So, to all my returning Pisces people, I welcome you back with my arms stretched wide open. To all of my newbies out there who are watching this for the very first time, I welcome you from the bottom of my heart. I am a psychic medium, energy healer, and this is your Tarotscope for February. So, happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I know I'm going to be releasing this before Valentine's Day, but because it is a Valentine's Day themed reading, I just want to get that out there and out of the way because Valentine's Day is such a wonderful day where we are all reminded of the true power of unconditional love and affection. So, I welcome you. Now, to get started, per the usual, I'm going to be using my Rider-Waite Tarot deck. It's a lovely deck. For the added guidance card, I'm going to be pulling from one of my favorite decks that I use often, Saints and Angels by Doreen Virtue. And because Valentine's Day is on February 14th, I decided to do an additional card on top of the extra card that I usually do, which generally gives us a feel of the energy for the month, some obstacles we may face, or some advice to add to the cards that I have set out. So on top of that general advice card, I decided to pull an extra card, and that will be coming from the Rumi Oracle deck by Alana Fairchild. This is a very love-based deck. It is based on a lot of poems written by Rumi, and it's all about twin flames, soulmates, and true love, and the love connection to our beloveds. So that is a extra card I'm pulling for this month. Okay, so let's get started. Let's get down to business here because I'm yammering on as always. The very first card that I pulled for you is the Seven of Wands. Now, the seven in tarot signifies faith. It's all about faith, the number seven, when it comes to tarot. For this card, it is saying that you are feeling like you're in a competition. Okay, you're competing for something that others are competing for as well. But I have this very distinct feeling, and when I pulled this card, some of the messages that came through, it led me to believe that you feel like you're in a competition in your mind, like you're thinking, oh, I have to go against this and this and this in order to attain this goal, when really there is no competition. It's something that you've kind of created based off of a feeling that you've been feeling. So just know that if it resonates with you, just know that you are in this competition, and no matter what, you're going to achieve your goal. Because this card is also saying that you're going to come out on top. You see this? Let me see if I can get this like really close up. You see this guy's face? It is so intense. You know, he's got these wands, and the wand suit in tarot symbolizes passion and fire and desire. So what he is going for, or what he thinks he's competing for, is something very close to his heart. Something he's very passionate about. He has a lot of desire for it. Okay, so he's doing what he needs to do. He's got this wand and he's like, step off, fool. I'm coming to win. Okay, this card is also about perseverance. If you have the perseverance to make it to the finish line, to get what you want. But like I mentioned earlier, I really feel like this competition is created by yourself based off of a feeling. Like you feel like you're competing for it, when in reality you're not. Either way, whether or not you're in an actual competition, whether you're competing against coworkers for a promotion, or you are feeling like you're going after something and everybody else is going after it, don't worry. This is saying that you're going to come out on top, Pisces. Okay. So pretty much a good start to the month. Just know that no matter what you're going after, you have what it takes. The biggest part of that is recognizing your qualities and your passion and your drive. Because when you want something and you're very passionate about it, especially when it involves your feelings, Pisces, because a lot of Pisces people feel very deeply. They are a water sign, and water symbolizes abundance, life, deep emotions. You have what it takes, okay? Sometimes you just got to let your emotions take you there. Okay, let it take you to new heights, Pisces. All right, so I also want to mention too, because it literally just popped into my mind, is that this is saying that a fear that you have, and it could be in relation to feeling like you're in a competition or you're competing for something, and sometimes that kind of turns people off. They're like, "Well, I don't want to have to fight for this." Sometimes you do have to fight for the things that you want, but this is saying that you are moving past fear and you're moving forward. It's about positive change and independent thinking. Okay, I don't know why I forgot to mention that, but that definitely came in very, very strong. So you're moving past your fears and you're moving towards your goal of what you want. So that is going to be creating that positive change. And the independent thinking too is like not listening necessarily to what everybody else has to say, because sometimes when you have a goal or you have a dream, people are going to crap all over that. And that's me just being real, okay? Because people are weird about that kind of stuff. If they see you going for something that they're too scared to go for, they're going to try to deter you from doing it. And sometimes it's out of jealousy, etc. You just have to like tell them to kick dirt, okay? Because if you want it, go for it. Don't let anybody else think for you or make your decisions for you. Okay, you are your own person and you need to make choices based off of what is best for you. So this is saying that you're going to be thinking and acting independently upon how you feel. And Spirit is also saying that this is something that you want. Like the goal, obviously, the goal, the desire is something that you want, but you want to go for it and you want to go for it in your own way. You don't want anybody else to tell you to go for it. You want to make that decision, which is wonderful because I'm the same way. You know, ain't nobody going to tell me that I can't do this or that I have to do this. I want to make that decision. So I totally resonate with that as well, Pisces. So let's move on to the next card. The next card I pulled for you is the, if I can pick it up, the Six of Cups. Now, the Six in Tarot symbolizes growth, okay? And the Cup suit is a very, as I mentioned, oh, well, no, I technically didn't. Cups is in relation to water. So the Cup suit generally symbolizes a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But the cup suit is about deep emotions, deep love and affection, abundance, and life. Now, the Six of Cups is all about innocence, keywords nostalgia, and it's all about the past too. So when this card comes up, generally it symbolizes that somebody from your past who is connected to you somehow with your emotions and your feelings will be returning to your life. But as I'm going to go back to what I said with the last card, how I said that the goal and the desire is wanted. So it tells me that when this card pops up, that this person that's coming back into your life is wanted. You want them to come back into your life. And it's going to have bear a lot of emotional fruits, like fruits of your labor. Like after working up all that courage to move forward, this person's going to return and you're going to taste the fruits of your success. Okay. And this is also about thinking very fondly of somebody from the past or past memories and this and that and all that wonderful stuff. But when I pulled this card, it feels like a physical person. It could be a friend, relationship, a family member, somebody lost from the past will be returning. And it just feels like when I try to think more on it and channel more on this card, it feels like a nice cool breeze hitting my face, like it's going to be refreshing to you, and you're going to be seeing the situation with new eyes and experiencing new feelings that kind of tie in and couple with old feelings that you had. All good stuff though, Pisces. All good stuff. Now the last card, which I should probably put in the middle because it's mainly the focus of this reading, is the Major Arcana card, the Strength card. Now the Major Arcana is, they're very powerful energies, powerful cards. They don't have other cards necessarily that follow under them into like a tier. Like with the Cup suit, there's more than one Cups card, but with the Strength card, there's really only one card for this card. And this is the Strength card. And this is all about seeing and recognizing your inner strength, allowing your inner strength to carry you over obstacles and through fear-based emotions and actions. It's also about courage, having the courage to, I can't pick these cards up today. Moving past your fears and the courage to move forward, the strength to move forward, or the courage and strength to make positive changes or to go after what you want despite those fears coming up to play. Just having the courage and knowing and believing in yourself and having optimism that you can do it, because you can, Pisces. You are limitless. So don't set limits for yourself because you are limitless. So recognize yourself as this lion. Okay, this lion is fiery, it's passionate, it can be a fire sign. This person coming back into your life can be a fire sign, which is Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. This is the Leo card. They could be a Leo or it could be a fire sign, but this mainly, I feel, revolves around you having the courage and the inner strength to go after your desires and what you want and what you feel is right for you. So don't be afraid to act on that, Pisces. I know sometimes our emotions get very high, and when we feel we've invested such a big part of ourselves into something, it's scared to kind of go all the way. But you have to be strong, and you have to take that leap off that ledge, or you'll never know what if this could have happened. Okay? Every bird, when it jumps from a branch, it takes this leap of faith, trusting that its own wings will see it through and it will not crash and smash their face on the grass. You know what I'm saying? You have to believe in yourself. You're never going to get anywhere. You're never going to leave the house. You're going to be in the house all day watching TV. You'll never know what it's like outside and in that woods near your house. I always go exploring into the woods, which is probably, not the greatest idea because I don't live in the best neighborhood, but, you have to take risks. You have to take chances for everything. Okay? So the added guidance card that I pulled is so perfect for these cards. You just can't make this up, honest to God. It is the Don't Compromise card. This is saying don't compromise your morals, don't compromise your values, your goals, your desires, things that you want. Like I mentioned earlier, some people are weird, okay? And I use the word weird because I don't want to say negative or positive. I try not to judge. I just try to allow people to be who they are. But the truth is that some people are a little strange when it comes to your desires, your wants, and your goals. Because, if they're held back by their own self-limitations and they see you getting the courage to move forward and attain your goals, okay, they may get jealous and they may tell you, no, I don't think that's good. I think you're gonna fail. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Or no, that's a bad idea. Or they start highlighting things that they feel are negative. And in reality, if you have a goal and you want it, there are no limits. It does not matter. It does not matter how far, how hard, how wide, how much money. It doesn't matter. Okay? There are no limits other than the ones that we set for ourselves. So if somebody else is telling you, oh, you can't do that. I wouldn't do that if it doesn't sound like a good idea. It sounds a little crazy. Maybe you should wait. Maybe you should postpone. Don't listen to them. Don't compromise. And don't make decisions based on other people whose opinions might be really crappy. Okay? What feels right to you, Pisces? How do you feel about the situation? What do you want out of the situation? These are things you need to ask yourself. But please do not give a damn about what anybody else has to say. Okay? You only got this life and then you're on to the next life. You want to make this life count. All right? Don't be afraid to go after what you want, and don't be afraid to say, no, I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to actually pursue my goals because I know that I can do it, and you can't. I mean, I believe in you. I mean, for real. If I listened to everything that everybody told me when I started doing all this, I would not be where I am. I had to believe in myself and believe that I can make it this far. And you know what? I did make it this far because I believed. You got to spread your wings. Okay? Now, the additional card is from the Rumi deck. Now, the messages of these cards are like super long and they each come with a poem. So what I'm going to do is I wrote down like a little snippet of what the card means, and I'm going to read the poem that goes with it since it's Valentine's Day and we're all in this lovey-dovey mood. So the additional card that comes from the love deck is the right choice. Okay, this is all about making the right choice. And what is the right choice? The right choice is the choice that's made by the heart and not the mind, because the mind picks apart everything. It picks apart our desires, our goals, our dreams, and it says, you can't do this, you don't have enough money, you don't have enough stamina, or whatever. And it tells you, what about the past? We messed up in the past, isn't that? No, that's the mind. The heart says, yes, you can do it. Act on it. So when this card comes up, it says, the mind may reject it, recoil, analyze, and find all the reasons why the simple truth, the right choice of the heart, cannot possibly work and only lead to pain. This doesn't mean the heart choice is wrong. It means, and now that's an actual quote from the book. This is saying that, your mind is going to lie to you pretty much. It's going to be a jerk and lie to you. Your heart will not lie to you. Okay, when you make choices from the heart, you make the right choice. Even if you've made choices that you felt came from the heart in the past and they failed, they were still the right choices, because all of the issues or problems, however you want to word it, that we faced in the past brought us to where we are now. Okay, it was all meant to happen that way to bring you to this place now that begs you to make the choice from your heart. Keep honoring your heart because it'll keep taking you to where you belong. Okay, so I'm going to read the poem really quick from that. And it says, stay close to those who know about the heart. Choose the shade of a tree that is in constant bloom. Don't meander aimlessly among the herb sellers and potion vendors. Go directly to the shop that sells nothing but sweets. Don't sit waiting by every boiling pot to have your plate filled. Not every boiling pot is cooking what you want. Not every sugar cane is filled with sugar. Not every down has an up. Not every eye has vision. Not every sea contains pearls. And that was the poem that went with the right choice. So, all in all, for this month, I want you to focus on having courage and the strength to make decisions from the heart and not based on what other people have to say. Because you're the only one that has to live your life. You are the only one that has to live with the consequences of your choice. You can either make the choice to not go after your goals, your dreams, your desires, and then you have to deal with the aftermath of ignoring that, or vice versa. But all in all, you got to take chances. I'm not really going to do a crystal for the month because it's Valentine's Day, so every crystal is going to be rose quartz. And rose quartz will align you and your heart chakra with that of unconditional love and compassion for yourself and for others. So that concludes your reading, Pisces. I hope that you enjoyed it. And as always, please like, share, subscribe, comment to let me know how you made out, because I do love it when people comment and tell me how their month went or how they liked the reading. I truly do enjoy hearing from all of you. I will go ahead in the description box and put my link to my Facebook on there. And once my business page is up, I will be sharing that as well. But please let me know how you make out. And until next month, I will see you then. Bye, Pisces.